Hey, Bishop, we just want to say today that we love you and we are so honored to be under your leadership. Thank you for being selfless and thank you for being faithful not only to God but also to his people. And today we just wanted to reflect back to you our thoughts, how we see you, how much we appreciate you, and let you know that you are loved. Thank you for being the shepherd of this house. I pray that you're encouraged by our videos from the kids and that you will be continuously blessed as you continue in ministry. And we just want you to know that we support you, that we love you, and Bishop, we got your back. Enjoy the youth.
Didn't do his job because if I was a pastor and people kept coming to me about their problems, like my head would just explode.
Tell me this, what's something maybe you've learned from Pastor Preston?
What about the Bible?
So, Miss Tabitha, tell me, how many years have you been under the leadership of Pastor Preston?
Like 10 years.
Like 10 years? Okay. And can you describe him in one word?
Love.
So, how many years has Avery Preston been your pastor?
Almost 3 years.
And can you share with us, what is your most fond memory of Pastor?
It will probably be earlier this year when he stood in front of the church and told them that I was listening to Fetty Wap. He wanted to know who was Fetty Wap, wanted to know who was she. So I had to let him know who she was. And then he decided to tell everybody on a Sunday morning that I listened to Fetty Wap. But he backed me up and told them that I was saved. So I think those are good memories.
That's pretty awesome. And tell me, what do you love most about your pastor?
He's a listener. He's a giver. He's a lover. He is everything that I would aspire to be.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Alex, what's your most fond memory of Pastor Avery Preston?
When he was my prayer partner, and he took me to Carlisle to the basketball game
Yeah. And why was that important to you?
because I like basketball, and I got to hang out with the man pastor.
Okay. And Kaya, tell me, what word describes pastor to you?
Loving.
Loving? Okay. What about you, Zion? What word best describes pastor?
Kind.
Huh?
Kind.
Kind. Yes, he is very kind. Aiden, what word describes Pastor Preston?
Nice.
He's nice. Yeah, we do have a nice pastor. Can anybody tell me what makes him the best pastor in the whole world?
When he preaches.
When he preaches?
He's always there for me.
So, Mr. Isaiah, tell me, how many years have you been under the leadership of Pastor Avery Preston?
All my life.
All your life?
Yes.
And who is he to you?
He is an amazing pastor and teacher.
Okay. And tell me, is there anything, any life lessons that he's taught you?
Love your enemies even if they hurt you the most.
Describe pastor in one word.
He is a true man of God.
Awesome. And what are some final thoughts that you would like to tell him?
I have learned a lot in the almost year that I've been here. He is a very spiritual, loving teacher, leader, and I just enjoy being here amongst all of the greater lovers.
What is something that he has taught you over these 10 years?
Well, he's taught me that you don't have to like people, but you can still love them.
So tell me, ladies, how long have you guys been under the leadership of Pastor Preston?
Maybe 3 years. 2 years.
2 years? Okay. And tell me, do you have a fond memory, or can you think of a word that best describes Pastor Avery?
Well, I got one. One time, it was like the second week, I was at the church and I was tapping my foot to the song, and then he said, tapping your foot is a good thing to do too. If you can't clap, it's a good thing to do too. And he looked at me and it just made my day.
Okay. And what about you, Miss Sequoia? Can you describe him in one word?
He is caring, and he's respectful when people want to talk to him. He's not like some people, they just don't listen to you, they just act like they listen to you, but they're really not. And he is caring because when guests come, he always has something planned for them, and that's it.
Is there anything you would like to tell Pastor Preston before we go?
We love you.
We love you.
So, Miss Ebony, tell me, how many years have you been under the leadership of Pastor Avery Preston?
I don't know, it's been since the old church.
Okay, so a long time.
Yeah.
And tell me, what are some things that Pastor Preston has taught you?
He taught me to be myself and nobody else. Don't compare yourself to nobody, and trust God.
I love my pastor because he's cool, and he's always there for me when I need him. We appreciate you, Pastor, and we love you. Oh God, I love this. Wait. Love you, Pastor.
So tell me, Brother Rayshawn, how long have you been a member under the leadership of Pastor Avery Preston?
Well, I've been a member of him for around about 4 years.
Okay. And tell me, what are your thoughts about Pastor?
Well, I have many thoughts about the Dr. Avery J. Preston, but some of the main keys is Pastor Preston is a led by God man. What you see is what you get. He's got a ear to God's voice. He speaks a great message on every Sunday. And what you see is, like I said, what you see is what you get. He also teaches us to be yourself and nobody else, and your anointing will make room for you.
Is there any other messages that you maybe have for Pastor?
Yes, there's two important things I have to say. I think I'm one of the best men that ever walked through the Great Love Ministries Church. And I also think I'm one of the best armor bearers that he'll ever have and have now because of the man he is. God bless you.
We love you, Pastor Preston.